He was and wasn't a Barrymore, but you could thank his dad for that. His birth certificate read Lionel Herbert Blythe, yet the world knows him as Lionel Barrymore, the son of Maurice Barrymore, patriarch of the famous family, who was also not a Barrymore. His real name was Herbert Arthur Chamberlain Blythe, before he changed it. In a way, Maurice's dad had a hand in this also. William Edward Blythe sent his son to law school, but there his son met some friends who were actors. When he decided to join them, his dad was very upset. To prevent his dad further embarrassment, Herbert became Maurice Barrymore. The inspiration was a famous actor from the 1700s, one William Barrymore. All of this is important because Lionel didn't be a part of the family business of his dad's either. He wanted to paint or draw, but soon found success in the family profession. While he maintained an art studio for many years, Lionel won an Oscar for Best Actor in 1931 and a nomination for Best Director the year before. He was a versatile and talented man, director, actor, artist, husband, father, composer, novelist, and graphic artist. He even grew roses. Lionel appeared on Broadway some 19 times. I've always been a fan of Lionel Barrymore because he was a fine character actor, but the man was just as interesting as any part he played. When World War II began, Lionel tried to enlist, despite his age and the problems with this hit. I'm sure he knew he would be turned down, but he also wanted to encourage others to volunteer. In his own way, he was fighting for freedom. Lionel was, of course, the man who played Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. Because of the role, everybody thinks of him as the villain of the picture. Jimmy Stewart tells a different story. Stewart had won an Oscar before the war. Then he left Hollywood to serve in the military. This was not an acting unit, but a combat one. He led and flew several bombing missions during World War II. He would not lose a soldier under his command, and later become a general in the reserves. But coming back from the war, dealing with several issues, he was nervous without a contract for a movie and afraid he had lost the knack of acting. It was really weighing on him. Lionel heard this and called him over to him. First, you have to remember that Lionel Barrymore had both acted with Jimmy Stewart before and was famous for the curmudgeon role. He said to Jimmy, "What's this I hear about you saying you've forgotten how to act? Acting is a simple, honorable profession. Don't say this again or I'll get you fired. Now go and do your job." Well, Stewart knew because of Lionel's friendship with the head of the studio, he had the pull to do it. Jimmy later said at the time it was just what he needed. And of course he went on to have a long and legendary career. In this way, Mr. Potter wasn't the villain, but the hero who helped Jimmy Stewart have a wonderful life.